If you are looking for a restaurant that brings together different Asian flavors in one place, then this might be exactly what you need. Today, I'm visiting Royal Malabar Restaurant here in Dammam City, a place that focuses mainly on authentic Indian cuisine, while also offering a selection of Chinese and Thai options. From what they mention, the concept here is about combining traditional recipes with a modern dining experience, creating something that feels both classic and comfortable at the same time. They also highlight that their menu includes a wide range of options, with over 100 dishes designed to cover different preferences, whether you are coming for something simple or a full dining experience. So in this episode, I will take you through the full experience, starting from the location, the interior, the menu, and of course the food itself. Let's see together if Royal Malabar Restaurant really delivers on this multi-cuisine promise. Hi guys, this is Yazan. Today I will take you with me to Malabar Restaurant, one of the Indian restaurants in Dammam City. I will be ordering several dishes from their menu and I will be sharing my honest review. No filters, no fluff. From starter to dessert, we'll be diving into the full experience. So join me today for lunch and let's discover if this place is really worth the hype. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's give it a try, guys. As soon as I walked inside Royal Malabar, I noticed how the space is designed to feel both traditional and private at the same time. The restaurant uses a lot of wood, with detailed carvings and design elements that give it a strong Indian-inspired identity. You can see this clearly in the arches and partitions, which added character without making the place feel too heavy. What really stands out here is the layout. Instead of one open dining area, the space is divided into semi-private sections. Each table is separated with wooden frames and soft curtains, which makes the experience more comfortable, especially for families. Some of the seating areas feel like small cabins with bench seating and simple tables. It's not overly premium, but it's practical and well organized. There is also a central open area with larger tables for groups, so the restaurant can handle different types of customers. The lighting is soft and warm, and overall the design reflects the concept of the place. Even though it's a multi-cuisine restaurant, the interior leans more toward the Indian style. Overall, the space focuses on comfort and privacy, making it a calm place to enjoy your meal. When I opened the menu, I noticed right away that it offers a wide selection across different cuisines. It's a multi-cuisine menu, including Indian, Chinese, and Thai options, but the focus is clearly more on Indian dishes, especially with the range of gravy-based dishes, biryani, and tandoor items. One thing I appreciated is that the menu is very clear and detailed. Each item includes both the price and calorie count, which makes it easier if you are tracking what you eat. They also include notes about food allergies, and they clearly mention that some dishes may contain allergens, so it's important to check with the staff before ordering. In terms of dietary options, there are vegetarian dishes available, especially in the Indian section. But if you have specific dietary restrictions, you still need to ask and confirm. For families, the menu works well. There are simple items like rice, fries, and mild dishes that can be suitable for kids, so it's not limited to spicy food only. Overall, the menu is well structured, informative, and gives you a clear idea of what you are ordering before the food even arrives. This is the papadum with coriander sauce. It was served right at the beginning in a basket as a complimentary starter, giving a light start while going through the menu. It had a very thin texture with a clean crunch, breaking easily without feeling oily or heavy. On the side, there was a coriander-based sauce with a fresh green color that immediately stood out. The sauce had a smooth texture with a fresh flavor and a mild level of spice that did not overpower the dish. When combined together, the crisp papadum worked well with the smooth sauce, creating a nice contrast in texture. It felt light, making it a good way to begin before moving to the main dishes. Overall, the dish was simple, fresh, and a good introduction to the meal. This is the man chow soup. It was served in a deep bowl with a rich dark color. And on the side, there was a separate bowl of crispy noodles that you can add on top depending on your preference. The texture immediately stood out because it had a thick consistency, but it was not too heavy, which made it comfortable to enjoy from the first spoon. Inside, there were visible pieces of shredded chicken, along with finely chopped vegetables, all evenly mixed into the soup. The flavor had a nice balance. It was slightly spicy, but not overwhelming, so it felt smooth and easy to enjoy. The ginger flavor was clearly there, and it gave the soup a warm, comforting depth that stayed with you after each spoon. The crispy noodles added a light crunch when mixed in, which created a good contrast with the soft texture of the soup itself. It felt like a well-balanced soup, especially if you are looking for something warm and satisfying without being too heavy. This soup had about 236 calories, so it felt light enough to enjoy before the main dishes without adding heaviness. Overall, the soup was flavorful and comforting, with a nice level of spice and a strong ginger note that made it stand out. This is the raka salad, and it arrived on a long white plate with bright colors layered on top of each other, so the freshness was clear from the first look. Slices of green apples were placed between mango pieces and cherry tomatoes, and pomegranate seeds were spread across the top, with corn and fresh raka leaves forming the base underneath. The presentation felt clean and well arranged, and each ingredient was clearly visible without feeling crowded on the plate. When I took the first bite, the balance stood out immediately because the sweetness of the mango combined smoothly with the crisp texture of the apples. The raka added a slightly peppery note, and it gave the salad a fresh contrast that kept the flavor from becoming too sweet. Pomegranate seeds added a light sour touch between bites, and the corn brought a soft texture that made the overall mix feel complete. The cherry tomatoes added a gentle juiciness, and they balanced everything together without overpowering the other ingredients. Everything worked together in a clean and balanced way, and the salad stayed light and easy to enjoy from start to finish. This salad had about 236 calories, so it felt like a refreshing start without adding heaviness to the meal. Overall, the salad was extremely delicious and refreshing, and it gave my meal a clean restart before diving into the main course. This is the chicken lollipop. It was served as small drumsticks, covered in a deep red spice mix that gave it a very bold and eye-catching color. The outer layer had a crispy texture with a slightly rough surface that held the seasoning well. Inside, the chicken stayed tender and juicy, creating a clear contrast between the crisp exterior and the soft meat. The spice level was well balanced, giving heat without being overwhelming. It also came with a dipping sauce in the center, which added an extra layer of flavor when combined with the chicken. This is one of those dishes that is very easy to keep eating, especially if you generally enjoy this style of appetizer. The portion size was good, and it was presented in a clean circular layout around the sauce. This dish is around 630 calories. Overall, the chicken lollipop was crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and a solid appetizer choice to start the meal. This is the fish koliwada. It was served as a golden red fried pieces of fish covered in a rich spice mix that gave it that strong and vibrant color. The texture on the outside was crispy, with a light layer of spices that stayed well on the fish without feeling too heavy. Inside, the fish was soft and flaky, breaking apart easily and showing that it was cooked just right. The seasoning had a nice balance, with a mild heat and a slightly sour touch that worked well with the freshness of the fish. On the side, it was served with sliced onions and a lemon wedge, which added a refreshing contrast when squeezed over the fish. The portion size was good, and the presentation gave it a simple but authentic feel. This dish is around 698 calories. Overall, the fish was crispy, flavorful, and a very enjoyable seafood appetizer to start the meal. This is the samosa. It was served as golden triangular pastries, freshly fried with a crisp outer layer that had a light crunch in every bite. The shape was well sealed, holding the filling perfectly inside, without any oiliness on the outside. Inside, the filling was warm and comforting, made with a mix of potatoes and spices that gave it a rich and slightly savory flavor. The texture inside was soft, while the outer layer added that perfect contrast with its crisp finish. Each piece had a balanced seasoning, not too strong, making it easy to enjoy one after another. It was placed on a bed of shredded vegetables, adding a simple touch to the presentation without taking away from the dish itself. The portion size was good, especially as a starter to share before the main dishes. This dish is around 213 calories. Overall, the samosa was crispy, well-filled, and a classic starter that delivers a simple and satisfying experience. This is the dragon prawn. It was served with a rich glossy sauce that immediately stood out, which gave the dish a bold and vibrant look. The prawns were well cooked, tender from the inside while holding their shape perfectly with every bite. What really defined this dish was the sauce. It was slightly sweet, mildly spicy, and full of flavor, with small pieces of vegetables mixed in that added both texture and freshness. You could also see fresh herbs sprinkled on top, along with whole cashew nuts, which added a light crunch and balanced the softness of the prawns. Each bite had a good mix of textures, from the juicy prawns to the thicker sauce and the slight crunch from the added ingredients. The portion size was satisfying for a starter, and it's definitely a dish that stands out on the table because of its color and presentation. This dish is around 514 calories. Overall, this dish was rich, flavorful, and a strong choice if you enjoy a slightly sweet and spicy seafood dish. This is the crispy chicken. It was served in a rich, thick sauce that gave the dish a deep color and a very strong presentation. The chicken pieces were well fried, giving a satisfying crunch on the outside, while the inside stayed soft and juicy. What made this dish stand out was the sauce. It was bold, slightly sweet, and had a gentle spicy kick, which blended well with the chicken. You could also see sesame seeds spread across the top, along with fresh herbs and pieces of onion, which added extra texture and freshness to every bite. Each piece was fully covered in sauce, which made every bite flavorful and consistent from start to finish. The portion size was generous, making it a great option to share, especially if you are starting your meal with appetizers. This dish is around 980 calories. Overall, the crispy chicken was rich, crunchy, and packed with flavor, making it a strong choice for anyone who enjoys bold and slightly sweet spicy dishes. This is the tandoori mixed grill platter. For our main dish, We ordered the tandoori mixed grill platter, which was a blend of many different items in one platter, and this gave us a chance to taste a bit of many different flavors. The platter contained Hyderabadi chicken tikka, which were pieces of chicken marinated in coriander, giving it that lovely green color. It also had pieces of malai tikka, which were pieces of tender chicken marinated in a special spice. Also, it had rishmi kebab, which were chicken kebabs. These were also marinated in a blend of spices, but had a little more color than the malai tikka. It also had red chicken cubes of chicken tikka. These were the famous chicken tikka, which had that beautiful red color as well. There were mutton seekh kebab, which were the non-kebabs with an Indian blend of spices, which gave it a spicy touch. Lastly, the platter also had the fish tikka and tandoori prawns. The fish was soft and tender, and the shrimp was grilled to perfection. Each item had its own flavor, from the mild and creamy taste of the malai tikka to the deeper and more spiced notes of the kebab, which made every bite feel different and rich. This dish is around 1,158 calories. Overall, the tandoori mixed grill platter gave a rich combination of flavors and textures, which make it a great option if you want to try multiple items in one order. This is the Falgoni chicken. It was served in an oval silver dish with a thick tomato-based sauce and a layer of cooking cream spread on top. The chicken in this dish was served bone-in, which made it more tender and gave it a deeper flavor as it slowly absorbed the richness of the sauce. What made this dish stand out was how well the creaminess of the sauce blended with the tomato base, creating a smooth and rich taste that was very satisfying. When I had it with rice, the combination worked perfectly. The sauce blended into the rice and made every bite full of flavor. I also tried it with the bread by dipping it into the sauce, and it was excellent, as the texture and flavor together made it even more enjoyable. The balance between the tender chicken and the creamy sauce made this dish feel comforting and rich without being too heavy. Each bite was consistent, with the sauce covering the chicken well, keeping the flavor strong from start to finish. This dish is around 673 calories. Overall, the Falgoni chicken was rich, creamy, and very satisfying, especially when enjoyed with rice or bread. This is the chicken tikka masala. It was served in a rich thick tomato-based sauce with a deep color that clearly showed the strength of the spices used in this dish. The chicken was served in boneless cubes, which were soft, tender, and easy to eat, with each piece holding the flavor of the masala very well. Compared to the previous dish, this one had a slightly stronger spice level, giving it a bit more heat, while still keeping the flavor balanced and enjoyable. What stood out here was the sauce. It was bold, rich, and full of traditional masala flavors, giving the dish a deeper and more intense taste. When I mixed it with rice, it worked perfectly. The sauce blended into the rice and made every bite flavorful and satisfying. I dipped the bread into the sauce, and it was very good. The sauce was thick enough to stay on the bread and gave a strong flavor in every bite. The texture of the dish was excellent. The sauce covered the chicken well, so the flavor stayed strong from the first bite to the last. This dish is around 490 calories. Overall, the dish was rich, a little spicy, and full of flavor, which makes it a great choice for anyone who likes a strong and traditional masala flavor. This is the gulab jamun. It was served warm in a small glass bowl, with two soft pieces sitting in a light sugar syrup that had a beautiful golden color. From the first look, you can tell how smooth and soft the texture is, with a slightly glossy surface that shows how well it absorbed the syrup. When I cut into it, it opened up very easily, and you could see how soft and airy it was from the inside, almost melting just from the pressure of the spoon. The texture here is the highlight, very soft, very moist, and filled with syrup from the inside, which makes every bite rich and satisfying. As for the taste, it was sweet but not overwhelming, with a warm, comforting flavor that feels very traditional and well balanced. The syrup added a light sweetness that stayed consistent, and when you take a bite, it spreads smoothly without feeling too heavy. This dessert is around 149 calories. Overall, the dessert was soft, warm, and perfectly sweet, making it a simple but very satisfying way to end the meal. This is the strawberry iceberg. It was served in a mason jar style glass, and you can immediately see how cold it is, with the icy texture filling the entire drink, and a light foam layer sitting on top. From the first sip, it tasted very refreshing, with a strong natural strawberry flavor that feels clean and not artificial. The texture is slightly thick because of the crushed ice, which gives it that frozen juice consistency, making it perfect for hot weather. What I liked here is how balanced it was, sweet but still fresh, without feeling too heavy or sugary. As you keep drinking, it stays consistent all the way through, and the cold temperature really stands out with every sip. This drink is around 215 calories. Overall, the drink was cold, refreshing, and full of natural strawberry flavor, making it a very enjoyable drink alongside the meal. This is the Malabar Tropics. It was served in a tall glass, and what really stands out immediately is the 3 clear layers of color, which makes it look very appealing. At the bottom, there is a yellow layer made from mango juice. In the middle, you get a rich red layer of strawberry juice. On top, there is a smooth white layer made from banana. Each layer has its own flavor, but when you drink it, they start to mix slightly, giving you a combination that feels balanced and refreshing. The mango adds natural sweetness, the strawberry gives a light fresh touch, and the banana makes it smooth and creamy. The texture is thicker compared to regular juice, which makes it more filling and satisfying. This drink is around 384 calories. Overall, the drink was a refreshing layered drink, with a nice balance between sweetness and creaminess, and it stood out both in taste and presentation. The price of chicken lollipop is 20 Saudi Riyal. The price of fish koli wada is 32 Saudi Riyal. The price of samosa is 12 Saudi Riyal. The price of raka salad is 22 Saudi Riyal. The price of dragon prawn is 46 Saudi Riyal. The price of crispy chicken is 38 Saudi Riyal. The price of manchow soup is 18 Saudi Riyal. The price of tandoori mixed grill platter is 68 Saudi Riyal. The price of falconi chicken is 40 Saudi Riyal. The price of chicken tikka masala is 36 Saudi Riyal. The price of gulab jamun is 8 Saudi Riyal. The price of strawberry iceberg is 18 Saudi Riyal. The price of Malabar Tropics is 22 Saudi Riyal. The total plus the value added tax, which is 15%, is 448 Saudi Riyal. When it comes to the food, the experience from start to finish was very consistent and enjoyable. The appetizers were well prepared. Each dish has its own flavor and texture, from the crispy chicken to the dragon prawn and the fish koliwada. Everything felt balanced and satisfying. The main dishes continued at the same level, especially the tandoori mixed grill platter, which gave a full combination of different items, each one bringing its own taste. The falgoni chicken was rich and creamy, while the chicken tikka masala added a slightly stronger spice level. Even the dessert and drinks completed the experience well, with the gulab jamun giving a soft and sweet ending, and the drinks adding a refreshing touch. Because of that consistency across all dishes, I give the food a rating of 5 out of 5. For the service, the experience was smooth from the moment we arrived. The staff were welcoming and helpful when it came to explaining the menu and adjusting the spice level based on preference. Orders arrived on time, everything was organized, and the overall interaction felt professional and comfortable. For this reason, I give the service a rating of 5 out of 5. As for the atmosphere, the restaurant offers a comfortable and well-arranged space with different seating options that worked well for both individuals and families. The layout gives a sense of privacy, and the overall environment feels calm and easy to enjoy. For atmosphere, I give it 5 out of 5. Parking was easy, since the restaurant is located in a plaza, so there are multiple parking spots available around the area. The entrance is also accessible, with a wheelchair ramp available, making it convenient for everyone to enter and move comfortably. Overall, this was a complete dining experience, with strong food quality, excellent service, and a comfortable atmosphere, making Royal Malabar Restaurant a place I would definitely recommend and visit again. So this was my experience today at Malabar Restaurant. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. And just remember, each bite tells a story. See you in next one. Bye.